In 2006, a man was crushed to death by a piece of art he built for an airport that millions of people now believe is hiding an underground city for the world's elite. And the internet took his death and turned it into a joke. Before we get to the tunnels, the murals, or the lizard people, I want to show you the one detail almost nobody covered, because I think it's the creepiest part of this entire story. Denver already had an airport, Stapleton. It worked fine. But in the late 1980s, city leaders decided Denver needed something bigger, built to last 100 years. So instead of expanding Stapleton, they scrapped it and built an entirely new airport from scratch, out on empty plains, 25 miles from downtown. It was supposed to open in 1993. It didn't open until 1995, 16 months late. Budgeted at $1.7 billion. It ended up costing nearly $5 billion. The reason? An automated baggage system so ambitious, it kept shredding suitcases and jamming its own tracks. Eventually, most of it got ripped out entirely. When a massive public project runs years late and billions over budget, people don't assume incompetence. They assume something's being hidden. That's the crack. Every theory about this airport crawled through. You've probably seen him, 32 feet tall, electric blue, rearing up with glowing red eyes. Locals call him Blucifer. Tourists pose next to him, laughing about the demon horse guarding the airport. Here's what most videos skip. The sculptor, Luis Jimenez, was working alone in his studio in 2006 when a section of the statue broke loose from its hoist, swung into him, and severed an artery in his leg. He died before help arrived. He never finished it. His sons completed the statue from his notes, and it was installed 2 years later. So the demon horse half the internet jokes about is actually a memorial. Nobody designed it to look sinister. A man died finishing it, and within a decade, the internet turned that into a punchline. Inside the terminal are 2 massive murals by artist Leo Tanguma. One panel shows a girl in a gas mask holding a dead dove. Another shows a child in a glass coffin, surrounded by grieving mothers, while a militarized figure holds a sword over them. Out of context, that looks like a nightmare. But Tanguma has said repeatedly, the murals are about the opposite. War ending, weapons breaking apart, children of every nation embracing in peace. Crop out that ending, and a story about hope becomes a warning about doom. Then there are the tunnels, real ones, an underground train and baggage handling network. No evidence of anything connecting to NORAD or a military base, but real tunnels plus murals that look apocalyptic out of context, plus a project billions over budget in secrecy. That's the exact recipe for a legend. The Dia was built as a doomsday bunker for the world's elite. Here's the part that surprised me most. Denver Airport didn't fight the rumors. Instead, it leaned into them, launching a campaign that directly joked about aliens, lizard people, and secret societies. That single campaign generated over $8 million in free publicity. And right now, the airport is quietly converting some of those old, secret baggage tunnels into public walkways with moving sidewalks. The exact tunnels that fueled decades of bunker theories are becoming something you'll casually walk through on your way to catch a flight. So, is Denver Airport secretly hiding a bunker for the New World Order? No. But it is hiding something. A story about one man's death, one artist's message that got cut in half online, and one wildly over-budget construction project, all colliding into one of America's biggest urban legends. Next time you see Blucifer's glowing red eyes, remember, he's not a demon. He's a memorial. Nobody meant to be scary. If you want more places hiding a story nobody tells you, subscribe. There's more where this came from.